Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. John here from Wild Boar Cycling, and
Brian,
you brought some parts along today.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I don't like to spend money or much money on my cycling stuff, and I also like to reuse things and get things used. And the problem with getting things used is somebody else has done a lot of the wear on them. So I got a set of pedals here. These were on Steely Han, the privateer. And I noticed I had a clicking when I was pedaling, specifically on the non-drive side. So on my left foot. And I was trying to chase it down, and I figured out that the shaft, I don't know if we can get this on camera. Can we get this on camera? See how much this is wiggling?
Oh yeah.
This is the good side, and it's not moving at all. But so I thought today, since a while ago we had somebody ask a question about bearings.
One of our subscribers asked about that. Hey, you gotta show about how to do bearings someday.
And so I was thinking maybe, hopefully, we can save this pedal. We'll get it apart here and see what it looks like.
Sounds good. All right, sit back and enjoy. So what you got here, big boy?
Well, yeah, so every pedal is gonna be a little different. This SPD, I think we're gonna get away with one fastener that we're gonna take off with a 17mm wrench, which is a nut right here. And because this is the non-drive side, I'm pretty sure this is a left-hand thread. So I think it's gonna come off backwards. So it's not righty-tighty, it's righty-loosey, I think, maybe.
Could be.
The other thing I got here, I got some grease, because hopefully the races aren't too bad and the bearings aren't too bad, and I can just put some new grease in there. And if we do have to change the bearings, this is kind of one of the more fun, mundane tools you'll find, which is a ruler that's got inches and millimeters and centimeters on it, but also it's got holes to measure ball bearing size, which is really handy if you need to replace your ball bearings.
Absolutely. So if you pull those bearings out and we look at them and say, oh gosh. Yeah. All right, let me get up close with the camera here.
Okay. All right, again, here's a bad one. And I think that this just needs to come off. And like I said, pushing it this way is the standard tightening, but this is actually loosening it because this is a left-hand thread. Oh, there we go. Okay, what do we got? What are we looking at here? So here's inside of that. Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, they're raceless.
All right, so there's this little nut here that seems to hold everything in place. And, you know, when you do this every day, you can look at a nut and know how big it is, but I don't do this every day. So I had to bring a bunch of different sockets. And then this one, I don't have flats on this end to tighten it, so I gotta use this Allen on the end of the threads. Let's see, I wonder if this is righty-tighty. Oh, nope, that's, yes, this is righty-tighty. This is a normal thread. This might not be salvageable.
You may be seeing that.
I don't know if it's even serviceable. This is not, oh, there's another nut there. Oh, it's a jam nut.
I see, oh, watch out, your bearing is getting ready to fall out there.
Oh, there's one.
Yep, yeah, one of them falling out there already. Here comes another one.
There's another one. And the thing that I have learned in taking apart things I don't know how they go back together is you got to count how many bearings are there.
And put them in the order in which you took them apart.
So we'll put that there. We'll put that there. But so I'm looking at this.
Yep.
I gotta use this to point. I got 1, 2 that fell out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bearings. And these are tiny. These might even be smaller than our bearing gauge. Yeah, these are tiny, tiny.
They are small.
These are going to need the caliper to measure.
They're smaller than a 1/8, aren't they?
It's got to be 3/32. All right. So it's hard to see what's going on here because there's grease in it. And I can't tell if it's just the color of the grease or if there is like metal shavings in it. But I'm looking at, and maybe this is what viewers really want to see is, this is a race. This is where ball bearings ride. You can see that's circular, got a semicircle cross section, and the bearing's sitting there. The other side of that race
It's on there. It's called your
down
crown.
here, and so I think that bearings are right here. And you see, there's a little lip here. I think that's wear. I think this might be shot, but I think the really only thing we can do is put this back together and see if it'll work.
Because, you know, it's really interesting, Brian, because there are bearings all over your bicycle, and there are different ones in different places and different kinds. These happen to be kind of the loose ones here in the pedals that you can actually mess around with. But there are sealed bearings and ceramic bearings. These look just plain old steel.
But one of the things, grease is really interesting because you don't want it to get dirty, but it always goes in dirty places. And if you're trying to get bearings to go in, the best way to do it is to stick it to some grease and then stick it where you want it. Of course, then you can't see what you're doing. And I think there should be 12 in this side. Go. Does that look right? That looks right. That looks right. That looks right. Ooh, that's pretty tight in there. All right, so this was the outboard side, I believe. Or was that the inboard side? This was the inboard side. So we like that. So those go there. All right, and that means that the other bearings, ooh, don't do that, have to live in there.
On the other side of it.
On the other side. So I'm gonna try to do some grease and some bearings and boring. So first I tried to put these on the other part of on the other race, but that was not really going my way. So now I'm gonna put them here. A little more grease, just to make them stick to something. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I gotta get 12 in here.
It's a good project for a rainy day, eh?
Yeah, good test of patience.
See what you got.
Well, I mean, I got them all sort of in there, and hopefully when I put this back in, this race will kind of like put them in place. Oh, I just lost one.
From the top or the bottom?
From the bottom. Okay, is that where that went? That's where that went. Get this one back in its spot. Okay, so that went there, and then what was happening? What was the next piece we put on here? Was this block nut? So I was all confused because I was missing a race, but the race is part of this nut. You can see again that half circle, or that quarter circle
around
groove.
it, yeah.
So that's gonna go in here, and I think that the challenge, oh boy, the challenge is to get this the right tightness.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be too tight. You know, this is one of the things in some of the bearings that I've rebuilt. You always want to be careful. If you don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose, there's that sweet spot right in the middle.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, I think, too, Brian, is going to depend on the condition of the threads.
Yeah. And the races, too.
Absolutely. If the races are damaged and the ball bearings are damaged, you know, we don't know that. What we did was just took them out and cleaned them out. But we have a suspicion that the crown may be damaged. How's that?
Wow. A lot of play in there.
There is.
So I think if I can get a little, oh, that's an 11. Nope. 10. Oh, there it is, it's a 10. See, that's too tight, so you won't turn.
Okay.
All right, so.
But is there play in this other side, Brian? Oh, not so much there.
Not so much now that I can get that up, but.
Yeah, you just want to get it to that place where it spins freely, but not too freely.
Oh.
Would you lose one?
No, I can feel it jumping. Okay, so I got it. It'll spin freely, and I don't feel it. Like I had it a little tighter, and I could feel each ball bearing go clunk, clunk, clunk. And there doesn't seem to be play there.
No, and that gap there is going to go away when you put your...
I think so, when we put it all in. So now you just got to put this jam nut back so that race doesn't move. And this is how a lot of the bearings, especially if you ever do a hub, the race is usually sort of a nut. And then there's another nut to hold the race in place.
Yeah.
Now the challenge here is going to be to tighten this without letting that one turn. And that's something I've always been really bad at.
Tight is tight, and too tight is...
Well, it always takes me like 30 tries to get it right.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a lot of guesswork to it. Oh, that looks like it's going pretty well.
So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to hold on to that, the race nut, and tighten this.
Oh, so it doesn't move. There you go.
Move on me. I don't know. Ah, it's too tight. It's too tight.
And this is not uncommon, Brian, you know, what you're experiencing right now.
It's just kind of how these things are. And there's an art to this. And like I said, same thing with just eyeballing what size things are.
Right.
If you do this all the time, what I want to do is
Well, it took a little trial and error, Brian. But you know, Brian, that is really not uncommon when it comes to, you know, putting bearings back in place, especially if you don't do them every day. And so now, what's your next step here?
Well, first of all, I'm just gonna kind of grease
it up,
grease the heck out of all of this.
Yeah.
It is kind of dirty down in there, but you know, this is the second time I've tried to save a set of pedals. And you know what happened the first time?
Tell me.
I took it all apart and put it in a cup with some degreaser and let it soak for 4 days and never put it back together.
That's not a good thing.
So, you know. And let's see. So now I'm just going to get this all back in here. And again, this was the left-hand thread.
Right.
So I got a lefty tighty.
Correct. Looks like it's biting.
Oh yeah, it's threading in there nicely. Get a little. This seems like these threads might be, unless they're supposed to be that way. I feel like you shouldn't have to use a wrench this early. And you know, this with that seal gone bad, that could be why this bearing failed.
Right. The seal was pretty grody.
Still quite a bit of play in that. How much tighter I want to make this.
Oh. It looks like an improvement over what you came with.
Oh, okay. That's as tight as that goes in. That's all the way down. Still got quite a bit of play in there.
That could be the seal.
Could be the seal. Comparing this, I don't know. It could also be there was a couple of those races were worn. It might just be this pedal's done, or at least the spindle's done.
Right. But
spins better than it did before.
Yeah. Let me step it right. Okay, so folks, what do we got here, Brian?
Well, I mean, it's marginally better than what it was based on when we got that apart. You know, the races looked like they were pretty worn. I probably should have caught this earlier.
Yeah.
And not had it get that bad. But I mean, that's the general idea of how you real build.
Right. But folks, if you go out and try this, you got something that's feeling a little sloppy, and you take it apart and look at it. You know, at some point you might want to say, "Oh, that part is completely worn. You might need to replace it." But it doesn't hurt to take it apart and take a peek and take a look at those. But it spins
a lot better than it did before.
Yeah,
it's still going to do that clunking thing under power. But you know, the nice thing about doing it this way is, like I said before, this is the second time I've tried to save a pedal. It's nice to practice on something that may or may not be trash anyway, because if you mess it up, who cares?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, well, hey folks, hope that was helpful. Yeah, don't be afraid to take things apart, but make sure you do some things that we talked about here, like lay them out in the order that you took them apart. And do we have any spare parts left?
I was just going to say, you know why I racked this up as a win is there's no parts that left over.
There you go. There's no, yeah, there you go. So go ahead and do that, like, subscribe, and notify, and we'll come back with some other shenanigans here shortly, and also go out and ride and
Have fun.
and keep the rubber side down, and don't be afraid to take apart your bike and work on it, because there's always something you can do to fix it. It's just a machine, right?
Yeah.
That's my motto. All right, folks. See you later.